Appreciate you clicking in. I'm Chief Meteorologist Carl Rippy with Wyoming News Now. We've got a number of things going on in our weather we need to talk about. So with that, we have these southern storms and this risk of some localized flash flooding across our southern tier. That's for our Wednesday. For our Thursday, we have a cold Pacific system coming in off of the Pacific Ocean, and it's going to affect the American West. It's going to affect the Northwest, and it's going to also kind of get stalled over California. So we have a couple things going on the West Coast. And then as we get into our Friday, we have this heat that is continuing to bake across the mid to northern plains, where you'll notice we got some 90s that have popped in where we don't normally see those 90s. Upper 70s, upper 80s, kind of along our New England states as well. And as we go down the eastern seaboard, we also notice that some of that heat is staying with us. It's going to top out in those lower 80s in Atlanta, upper 80s in Miami. Even New Orleans is going to be in the mid 90s. That's a hot and muggy day along the Gulf Coast. 81 for us in Dallas. We do see some cooler conditions kind of in a stretch from Montana, southern Montana, down through Wyoming into Colorado. Starts to warm back up as we get into the southern and south central part of New Mexico. And with that, we're cooled off in Boise at 80. We see 81 in Vegas, which is a gift. It's fairly pleasant. And our western seaboard cooling off as well, especially cool for us across much of the California coast. We do have a marginal risk for severe in the northern panhandle of Texas for our Wednesday. We also see a slight and a marginal risk over into the mid-Atlantic states, almost up into the New England states, kind of encompassing both regions. That's going to be some strong weather where that cool air is meeting up with that warmer air, and we've got a lot of that stirring around. So that instability is going to be notable as we get through our Wednesday. These storms that are going to continue to develop, they affect a good portion of the U.S., kind of in a band coming down through the Intermountain West, through our southern tier, the deep south, and then up into the eastern seaboard. With us getting into our Thursday, things change over just a bit. We do see that marginal risk pop back in for Washington, Oregon, the northern panhandle of Idaho. Some of those stronger storms bringing in some additional moisture. Risk of that flash flooding is going to be part of our forecast. That storm system continues to move from the west to the east, and it'll affect a good portion of the U.S. as we get through the week. Dallas going to call in at 83 today. We looked at that earlier. Some showers popping into the forecast. 80s and 90s for Thursday and Friday, holding into that 90 range for our Saturday and Sunday. Atlanta, Georgia going to get in on a good share of that moisture, going to be wet for the next few days. Thunder showers not out of the question. Rumble of thunder through the metro areas. Saturday is going to be in those lower 80s. Sunday a little cooler. Manhattan is going to be on the cooler side as we get into our Thursday. By comparison to what we're going to be on Wednesday, kind of bounce around in those 70s as we get closer to the weekend. As far as what's going on regionally across our region, our area, we have some scattered overnight storms. We have some heavy rains that are going to be possible mid to late day Wednesday, and our severe storms are going to kick in for us as we get into the latter part of the week and the first part of our weekend for Wyoming, the western panhandle of Nebraska, and we will see that action especially in eastern Wyoming and parts of southwest South Dakota. Wind speeds have been 30, 40 mile an hour. We've seen some pretty strong gusts. We'll probably see some of those gusts come up a notch as we get into the latter part of the day. Those readings may change just a bit. Storm system going up through northwestern Wyoming, streaming in from the south. That's going to continue to be the case as that upper air is also encouraging that storm to come up from the south. That's where we're going to get in on a bit of that unsettled weather as we get into our Wednesday, our Thursday, and it's likely Friday. Saturday, Sunday, we start to feel the effects of that intensity as these two storm systems come together, as they meet up with this warmth, that warmth making its way from the west to the east, encountering some of that air that is going to be much different, and the battle begins. Our morning lows for our Wednesday is going to be in a range of 40s and 50s, even seeing some upper 50s, Sheridan, Gillette, and over into the western panhandle of Nebraska. Scottsbluff calling in at 57, Wheatland 54. Looks like Cheyenne will be at 51. Our daytime highs boosting into the 70s and 80s, a mild day. Could be a little turbulent in the afternoon. We have some winds that are going to try to pick up, breezy for us as we reach our daytime highs. Taking you out into our Thursday morning so you have an idea what to expect. A lot of 50s, a lot of 40s. So trying to warm up, definitely have some warmth that has lingered. That's going to be the case as we go forward. Thursday, that warmth is going to linger into our Friday. Overnight lows staying fairly warm. That Friday time frame looks to be fairly active. Saturday, going to have a storm or two, hopefully not severe, but it does look like it could be pretty strong. Into next week, we have a start of our work week with a storm for our Monday. That's in Cheyenne. Forest and Casper, our weekend looks to be in the mid to upper 70s. Saturday, Sunday kind of bouncing around. Doesn't look to be real active weather-wise, but we do have chances of an afternoon shower. Scottsbluff going to be warm, going to be volatile, and storms are going to be prevalent for our Saturday as we start out the weekend. And then we have a reinforcing part of that storm, another one making its way in for our Monday. That kind of a look at what's going on in our weather. Click into WyomingNewsNow.tv from anywhere in the world, and I will see you again soon.